Divine greetings, beloveds. Now we are in this path of transformation. No other time than now is more important about us really connecting to our sense of self as well as our path of power, of our mind, our body, and our spirit. Let's get into it, beloveds. Welcome. I am Tanya Melendez, founder of Cosmic Concierge and creator of Chart and Soul Astrology. And we're going to dive into the chart and soul of the stars now. So let's dive in. This portal of power that we're in right now with the eclipse energy is about us accepting what has happened in the past, because these eclipses come in pairs, and we've been in this cycle now with the Virgo Pisces for quite a while. And why we're having to go there, this is our health, our wellness, our spirit, as well as our service and our support and who and how we are showing up in the world. That is the Pisces and Virgo axis that we are now tapping into, which is why this is our sense of self, especially when it comes to our health, our wellness, our sense of sovereignty, and over our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. So acceptance. What are we accepting? Now, as we come into this full moon cycle, we're going to have to really pay attention to some of the things that we have accepted. Are they still aligned with who we are now? Then we have to acknowledge, who are we now? What are we doing that's different than we've ever done before? This sense of acknowledgement is how things begin to change, and then we can align. One of the things that people miss the most when they're talking about manifesting is a sense of alignment. Alignment doesn't happen here, beloveds. Alignment happens up there, and then we align with it down here. As above, so below. That's what alignment is. And so then we have to step into the sense of allowing. And there's no better place of a sense of allowing than a menopausal woman, let me tell you. Because once you start with the menopausal energy, there's nothing you can do. The hormones, sure. The exercise, the way you eat, getting the rest. But most of all, you have to allow yourself and acknowledge that it's happening. But I digress. And so this is a moment truly for us to be still, for us to really be very self-aware, because this time in this Pisces energy is taking us deep. We know Pisces is the ruler of the 12th house. This is our depths. This is, Pisces is that deep. Think of as a mermaid, or even, a deep sea creature. That's cold and it's dark down there. So this sense of stillness is what's truly important for us to really then accept, acknowledge, align, and allow. And that's what we really need to do this week. So I'm going to caution you on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this weekend, give yourself some downtime, like real downtime, like don't even go outside if you can. And why am I saying this? Not to freak you out, not to be afraid, but we need to be aware. And during this portal, as it wraps up, remember, eclipses reveal what has been concealed. But more importantly, again, it's going to be things that are coming up from the depths. So some of this may be very karmic and bring up some things that we have not wanted to see. Again, that sense of acceptance, that acknowledgement. We've got to acknowledge our light and our dark. And we've got to bring those things that have been bubbling up from the surface. We've got to bubbling up from the bottom. We've got to bring them to the surface, because we can't transform things in the darkness. Only can be transformed in the light. And so in this moment of stillness, there's a few questions I want you to ask yourself, especially if you are a midlife woman. And the first question is, and as a person here, but are you a person, a woman who fears their power, or are you someone who is ready to claim their crown? That's what this sovereignty time is. Remember, lunar eclipses are very, very emotionally powerful. And this is why I said some time for stillness, maybe not even go outside. And why I say that is because everybody, depending on what's going on in their chart, may be emotionally charged. Things that people haven't said may come out of the blue, right? And you're like, I had no idea you felt this way. It's been unconscious and it's been in the deep, and now it's coming up to the surface. And so you're going to want to be aware and aligned with that energy of as above, so below. And ask yourself truly this question: are you someone who fears their power? Or are you someone who is ready to claim their crown? And you'll want to know why this is true as we move through Virgo season and into the next new moon. So I'm sending you so much love and light. Comment below and let me know, how does this resonate? Especially this question, are you fearing your power, or are you truly ready to claim your crown? Until next time, beloveds, peace and blessings, and as above, so below. Ashe.